Welcome back to Car Tech Zone. Today we're diving into something far beyond the world of cars, something that defines American power, logistics, and global reach. This is the full, in-depth 2025 review of the legendary USAF C-17 Globemaster III, one of the most important military transport aircraft in the world. While most heavy-lift aircraft are known for their size, the C-17 is known for its versatility, its mission success rate, and a performance profile that still dominates the modern battlefield, even in 2025. And today, we're breaking down everything: how it performs, what makes it unique, what it costs, what upgrades the USAF is applying, and why it continues to be one of the most respected military machines on Earth. When you look at the C-17, the first thing that hits you is the sheer presence. It's massive, but not just in a bulky way. It's designed with efficiency written into every curve. 4 Pratt & Whitney F117PW100 turbofan engines sit under its wings, and these engines are truly the heart of the beast. Even in 2025, these engines remain reliable, fuel-efficient for their class, and incredibly powerful. Each engine produces roughly 40,400 pounds of thrust, giving the aircraft a total of more than 160,000 pounds of combined high-pressure muscle. This is what allows the C-17 to take off from short, rough airstrips where other jets would never dare to land. And that's one of the biggest strengths of the C-17. Even though it weighs over 280,000 pounds at takeoff, it can operate on runways as short as 3,500 feet. That's insane for a plane of this size. Most heavy transport aircraft need long, smooth runways, but the C-17 was built for real-world military environments: war zones, disaster sites, remote bases, places where infrastructure is weak or completely destroyed. The USAF still relies on this capability every single day in 2025, especially with global conflicts increasing and rapid deployment becoming more important than ever. Let's talk cargo capacity. The C-17 can carry up to 170,900 pounds of equipment, troops, vehicles, or humanitarian relief. It can even transport a full M1 Abrams tank if needed, although the USAF typically uses it for multiple lighter armored vehicles, Humvees, missile systems, helicopters, medical facilities, and even troops. Inside its cargo bay, the layout is clean, spacious, and built for fast loading and unloading. One of the most iconic features is its rear loading ramp, which allows airborne troops and vehicles to be deployed mid-flight or immediately after landing. In 2025, the USAF continues to use the C-17 for everything from Afghanistan withdrawal missions to NATO operations, international humanitarian efforts, disaster response, and troop movement across Europe and the Pacific. The United States operates about 222 of these aircraft today, making it the backbone of American air mobility. Now let's talk about performance. The C-17 has a cruising speed of around 520 miles per hour, which is impressive given its weight. Its range is massive, more than 2,400 nautical miles with a fully loaded payload, and up to 5,200 nautical miles without refueling. And thanks to the KC-46 Pegasus tanker, the C-17 can refuel mid-air, extending its operational endurance almost indefinitely. This quality makes it a critical asset during long-range, high-priority missions in the Indo-Pacific, where China's influence continues to grow and the USA needs the ability to deploy quickly. What makes the C-17 even more special is its agility. For a plane this big, you would expect it to be slow and stiff in the air. But the C-17 uses advanced wing design and modern flight controls that allow it to make sharp turns, precise landings, and tactical approaches without losing stability. Pilots often describe it as surprisingly smooth, which is rare for a heavy lifter. In high-pressure missions, especially when the aircraft is landing in dangerous areas, this agility becomes a lifesaver. Inside the cockpit, the C-17 is a blend of classic military ruggedness and modern digital avionics. The flight deck is full of multifunction displays, navigation systems, terrain-following radar, and automated flight controls. In 2025, upgrades include enhanced communication systems, improved lighting, better situational awareness screens, and reinforced cyber protection. The USAF heavily emphasizes cybersecurity now because aircraft today aren't just machines, they're part of complex digital ecosystems. Protecting these systems from hacking or electronic interference is just as important as improving their engines or sensors. From a cost perspective, the C-17 is not a cheap aircraft. When it was originally produced, the price per unit ranged between $280 million and $340 million depending on configuration. But in 2025, because the production line has been closed and only sustainment, upgrades, and modernization are ongoing, the cost is calculated differently. Instead of buying new aircraft, the USAF spends about $3.50 to $4.1 million per year per aircraft in maintenance, upgrades, and operational support. This number varies depending on flight hours, mission intensity, and equipment replacement requirements. If the USAF were to attempt to recreate a new C-17 production line from scratch in 2025, the estimated cost per unit would likely be between $600 million to $750 million due to inflation, new regulations, materials, labor, and updated technology. But the USAF is not considering that option. Instead, they are focused on keeping the existing fleet operational for at least another 20 years. With regular modernization, the C-17 could stay in service until almost 2050, making it one of the longest-serving aircraft in USAF history. There's also the question of whether the USAF will replace it with something newer. At this moment, there is no real replacement program because the C-17 still performs so well that the Air Force sees no urgent need to retire it. The C-5M Super Galaxy handles extra-large cargo, and the C-130J handles medium-range tactical missions, but the C-17 sits perfectly in the middle. Without it, the U.S. military's entire mobility strategy would fall apart. One thing many people don't realize is how important the C-17 is for humanitarian missions. Whenever there is an earthquake, a tsunami, or a major crisis anywhere in the world, the C-17 is usually the first aircraft the USA deploys. It can deliver food, water, shelters, medical supplies, and rescue teams faster than almost any other aircraft on Earth. In 2025 alone, the C-17 fleet has already been involved in multiple humanitarian missions across Africa, Asia, and South America. This aircraft doesn't just project power, it saves lives. In the United States, the C-17 is operated out of major bases like Joint Base Lewis McChord in Washington, Joint Base Charleston in South Carolina, and Travis Air Force Base in California. These bases train thousands of pilots, loadmasters, engineers, and maintenance crews every year. Many of them say the C-17 is one of the most reliable aircraft they've ever worked with. Even when things break, and with military aircraft, things always do, the C-17 is designed to be repaired quickly. Its parts are accessible, its systems are modular, and its diagnostics make maintenance easier than most heavy transport aircraft of the past. Another interesting factor is fuel efficiency. For a heavy jet, the C-17 performs surprisingly well in fuel management. It uses advanced thrust reversers that allow it to slow down rapidly and land on short runways without burning unnecessary fuel. In 2025, new coatings and aerodynamic enhancements have also been added to reduce drag, saving millions of dollars per year across the fleet. So, how does the USAF feel about the C-17 in 2025? Extremely confident. It's still one of the most dependable aircraft in the entire United States military fleet. With rising global tensions, faster deployment requirements, and an increasing number of joint operations with NATO allies, the C-17 continues to be the backbone of American capability. No matter where America needs to go, chances are a C-17 is going to carry the equipment, the troops, or the supplies to make that mission possible. If we talk about overall value, the C-17 is worth every penny. Its reliability, cargo capacity, takeoff performance, short runway capability, and global mission readiness make it a multi-role asset that pays for itself through versatility. Even at its massive operational cost, there is no other aircraft that can replace its combination of speed, power, range, and agile handling. To wrap it up, The USAF C-17 Globemaster III is not just an aircraft, it's an icon of American engineering. From disaster relief to heavy military deployment, from humanitarian missions to international power projection, the C-17 continues to shape global events. And even in 2025, it remains one of the most powerful, most trusted, and most capable transport aircraft on the planet. As long as global challenges continue to rise, the C-17 will remain airborne, carrying American strength to every corner of the world. Thanks for watching Car Tech Zone. If you love powerful machines, advanced tech, and deep dive reviews like this, make sure to subscribe, drop a like, and stay tuned for more amazing videos coming soon.